Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. What we're going to be talking about today are 3 tips that I think will help you guys succeed in getting a job as a software engineer. Now, these tips are for everyone and they're really for any type of company, whether it be a FANG company or like a startup. It really is for any type of company for you guys to succeed. And this is for people that, you might already have some experience and you're trying to get another job as a software engineer, or, you're looking for your first job, you taught yourself how to code or you just graduated from college, whatever it may be. I think these tips are going to be very useful for you guys and I thought I'd share them with you. So if you're new to the channel, what we do here is we talk about software engineering at a high level. I try to give you guys some tips on how you guys can succeed in becoming a software engineer and achieving your goals. If you like the content, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. So the first tip I have for you guys, if you're looking to enter the job market, is either have experience on your resume or have some side projects, right? What you want to do and what you want to show recruiters when you're applying for a job is that you're worthy to be interviewed. You want to stand out of the crowd, and a lot of people apply for positions with not really any relevant experience or any side projects, and they just hope that because they read a tutorial or they read a book that they're ready to get a job. Now that is not true. If you have no experience, I would recommend you have 3 to 4 side projects. And if you do have some experience, maybe a couple of months, at least like 6 months of experience, I would just put 1 or 2 side projects on your resume. So if you have no experience, right, and you want to build a resume, you're like, okay, I know how to code kind of, but I need to build some side projects. These side projects, they shouldn't take you months or years to build, right? You want to get applying relatively soon. So I would say spend a couple of weeks, build 3 to 4 side projects, and then, you're ready to apply. If it's very easy, guys, to get yourself trapped in this situation where you're spending months working on a side project, trying to make it perfect, when this isn't really going to help you, right? If your goal is to get a job, you're just delaying the process of applying and actually working, right? So the sooner you can actually get these projects done and actually start applying for jobs, the better. So I wouldn't spend too much time. I would just spend a couple of weeks. You have 3 or 4 side projects under your belt, and then you put them on your resume and you're good to go. Now, along with this theme of, procrastinating and not being ready for interviews, or rather, you thinking you're not ready, I would say don't overthink the whole process, right? You don't have to be a master of a specific programming language or, know everything about a certain way of coding to start applying for interviews, right? If the only thing that you have to be able to do when you're applying to interviews to actually successfully pass them is you just have to know how to code well enough to, take the interview and write enough code to pass it, right? So it really, you don't have to be a master. You just have to know how to code well enough. So like, this might be a confusing concept, but what I'm just trying to say is you don't have to be the best. You just have to know how to code well enough. You have to be comfortable enough to be able to take a problem that is given to you by an interviewer, then think about it and then code a solution, right? This doesn't mean you need to spend months or years practicing. You could be ready in a shorter amount of time than you think. And a lot of people, like I said before, they overthink this process and they think you have to be coding for a year or 2 years to really start applying for jobs. And this is simply not true. Within a couple of months, if you spend the time, you could be ready to start applying for jobs. And so guys, again, like I said before, don't procrastinate and just get this work done early. Realize that you're probably overthinking it in terms of applying to jobs, and it really isn't that big of a deal. The sooner you can start applying, the better. And the last thing, once you actually get an interview, I just wanted to let you guys know that, nothing really else matters at this point other than your performance during the interview, right? So once you actually get an interview, they've looked at your resume, nothing else really matters. Like, right, your grades in high school, they're not really going to matter. The stuff you put on your resume, obviously it got you up to that point, but it really is a lot less important at this point, right? The stuff you have on your resume is just there to get you the interview. Now that you've gotten the interview, all that matters is your performance. So that could kind of give you some confidence, because nothing else matters. It's all in your control. And if you practice enough, if you practice enough technical coding questions, you practice communication, and you really get into a comfortable mindset, then there's really no reason why you shouldn't pass your interview. You can take comfort in the fact that if you can go in and actually pass the interview, take the question, communicate well, code well, and execute everything you want to do, then you won't have any problems. So guys, those are 3 tips that I think are going to help you guys in succeeding in getting a job as a software engineer. Let me know if you guys enjoy the content. If you do, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below if there's anything you agree with or you disagree with, or just anything you want to add in general. As always, guys, hope you enjoyed the video and take it easy.